How many of you feel that you're becoming busier and busier as you grow older? How many of you feel that you have a never ending list of tasks to complete? The age between 40 to 60 years is called middle age. This is one of the busiest phases of life for most people. On one hand, our responsibilities and obligations at work increase dramatically as we climb up the corporate ladder, take those crucial roles in the organization. We also start managing larger teams where the performance and well-being of our team members becomes important to us. Some of us might also enroll in courses and certifications to enhance our technical and interpersonal skills. On the other hand, we have our families with kids and aging parents who would need our help and support frequently. Some of us might even take up our passion projects or learn a sport that we have been postponing from a long time. Because as we grow older, we feel the time is now or never. So, the work at your office, the things you're doing for yourself, the time you're dedicating for your family, all these things take up a huge chunk of your time on a daily basis. In other words, you become a busy bee, buzzing and collecting honey day and night. In order to fulfill these responsibilities and obligations, we need more time. What most of us tend to do is sleep late in the night so that we can complete on these tasks. Sleeping late in the night slowly becomes a habit and it feels like a normal thing to do. But when sleeping late in the night becomes a habit, it affects both our physical and mental health. You'll start experiencing fatigue. You'll see there is an increase in hair fall, weight gain, which leads to obesity. The efficiency of your immune system decreases, and which leads to making you fall ill frequently. You'll be more prone to cardiovascular diseases. At work, we experience there is a decrease in productivity, loss of concentration, decreased motivation and enthusiasm to take up new challenges. And we also see that there will be a huge increase in stress levels. There are many known and unknown problems, health problems related to sleep deprivation. In this period, we are helping people, motivating them, educating them, and sharing our experiences with them to make their work and life easier. So, instead of calling this age as middle age, let's call it as the age of wisdom. Before we go further and discuss how sleep can solve all these problems, let me tell you, I have a beautiful story at the end of this video about responsibilities and sleep that is waiting for you. So please continue watching. And while you are here, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. So, what exactly happens when you sleep? Imagine that you have a very annoying boss at your office who frequently disturbs your work, who comes to your desk and checks on you every now and then, who pings you frequently for updates, and he doesn't mind even if you're at office, at work, he keeps disturbing you. How do you feel working in that kind of environment? This is how your body feels when it is sleep deprived for many days in a row. Now, one day you go to office and to your surprise, you see that your most annoying boss is on leave for a couple of days. How peaceful and relaxed will you feel? This is the same way your body would feel when it has good night's sleep, that is 7 to 9 hours every night. When you go to sleep, your body gets into cleaning mode. It cleans every organ and cell of your body to make it ready for the next day. In simple words, your body starts dusting, vacuuming, and mopping your entire body. It removes all the waste and toxins from your body. Your all internal organs are cleaned and your body is ready for the next day. Now, are you ready for the story? This is the story published in Devlok by famous author Devdutt. If any one of you want to read it, I'll put the link for that article in the description below. Soon after his birth, Lakshmana kept crying until he was placed next to Rama. Since that day, he was always beside Rama, accompanying him to protect Vishwamitra's yajna and following him into exile in the forest. Such was his devotion that he refused to take his wife along with him to the forest. He even refused to sleep for 14 years so that he could serve his brother day and night. Lakshmana's wife, Urmila, wanted to follow her husband to the forest as Sita had followed Rama, but Lakshmana begged her to stay back, saying, "I will be busy taking care of Rama and Sita and will have no time for you. Help me by staying back so that I don't have to feel guilty or anxious about your well-being." So Urmila stayed back reluctantly, wondering how she could help her husband help Rama. On the first night in the forest, Lakshmana kept watch while Rama and Sita went to sleep. This is when Nidra, the goddess of sleep, approached him. He begged the goddess to leave him alone for 14 years so that he could guard his brother and sister-in-law day and night. The goddess, impressed by his act of filial devotion, agreed. But the law of nature demanded that someone bear the burden of Lakshmana's share of sleep. "Go to my wife, Urmila, and inform her of the situation," said Lakshmana. Nidra went to Urmila. Urmila bowed her head and replied, "Give me my husband's share of sleep for 14 years so that he can stay awake all the time without any fatigue." So it came to pass that Urmila slept for 14 years, night and day, while her husband stayed awake in the service of Rama and Sita. This had an impact in the war against Ravana. Ravana's mighty son, Meghnath, was invincible. Only a man who had not slept for 14 years could defeat him. Thus, Lakshmana was able to kill him, all thanks to Urmila. After Rama defeats Ravana, rescues Sita, and returns to Ayodhya, the day of Rama's coronation dawns. As the hymns were being chanted and the crown is brought before Rama, Lakshmana started to laugh, startling everyone. Everyone wondered, why was Lakshmana laughing? Who was he mocking? Finally, someone asked Lakshmana why he was laughing, And he replied, I have waited for this moment for the past 14 years, and just when I'm about to witness Rama being crowned king, the goddess of sleep, Nidra, reminds me of our agreement 14 years ago and demands that I submit to her this very moment and go to sleep and let Urmila awaken. I find the irony of this situation hilarious. So, Lakshmana dozed and Urmila woke up to see Rama crowned king, and everyone heaved a sigh of relief. Have you enjoyed the story? Now, if we look at the story, we see that the price Lakshmana had to pay for compromising on his sleep was to miss the most awaited event of his life. Of course, he had to fulfill his responsibilities, but he also had to miss the most awaited event. From this story, we can conclude that even gods and goddesses had to follow the laws of nature. If not, they had to pay a price. Now, think of normal human beings like you and me. What effect would it have if we do not follow the laws of nature? I would say you need to be in your perfect health when your family needs you the most. And to do that from today, you need to prioritize your sleep rather than thinking sleep as a selfish act. See you in the next video. Until then, prioritize your sleep and do let me know in the comments below how many hours of sleep are you getting on a daily basis. Thank you.